It is a wicked time of the year. It is wicked cold outside, it's wicked stressful for some people, and it's Wicked the Musical that is gonna close out our 2024 as the most talked about film right now. And why? Because they had over 70 brand collaborations. Can you believe it? So if you want to learn how to cash in on their success, well, stay tuned, because in this video, we're talking about the 5 most wicked marketing trends that you don't want to miss for 2025. The first thing I want to talk about is brand collaborations. Wicked was so smart to partner with the top brands to help amplify the buzz around their film. They did this amazing brand collaboration with Hilton. It's about staying at the Hilton and this special, beautiful, magical experience. Like right when you walk into Hilton, you know that you're in some kind of fairy tale. It is so amazing and beautiful. A lot of the times brands want to partner with entertainment because entertainment helps people get emotionally involved in your brand. Another great collaboration they did, and I love it, it's so cute, with Aldo shoes. These shoes are so cute. Look at the bows. Oh my gosh. These are definitely my style. These are definitely a great trend for winter. I love all of their the green, the emerald. Oh my gosh. I just want to wear all emerald because I feel like that color is making a strong comeback. I feel that's what we're craving and missing right now. Another trend they did is with Crocs, and check out these Crocs. So they have 2 types of Crocs. Crocs knows their audience very, very well. So they have the dark side Crocs, the black Crocs with more the punk rock and we don't care kind of bad witch style. And then they have the pink Crocs, which are the cutesy ones, and both are their target audience for sure. And I didn't know Crocs made heels. What was your favorite Wicked brand collaboration? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. So if you're a brand, how can you capitalize on this trending moment? Check out what Effie did on Instagram. She got in there and she sang her own version of a Wicked cover song just to kind of capitalize on this trend, feel the energy. A lot of influencers did this, and you can do this as a brand. There are so many good ideas that these brands did with that Wicked collaboration. I'm sure if you search on the internet, you can find one. Here's another influencer, Sammy, showing off her Wicked styles, and it's just so fun to watch other people kind of adding to this trend. So if you're a brand, you don't have to have an official brand collaboration. You can make something and have your own spin. Or if you want to do a brand collaboration, you can get with another local business. If you're a small business or an internet business, you want to partner with somebody else who has maybe your same shared values, and you can offer something special together, and that would be kind of the same of a Wicked brand collab. With over 70 collabs online, I am sure you can find some wicked good ideas for your brand so you can shine in 2025. Number 2 is wicked funny marketing. And what I mean is that brands are having more fun and getting a little silly on social media, and I am so here for it. Instead of an ad, they're creating stuff that makes you smile, or maybe it makes you think about peanut butter a little differently. I'm talking about Nutter Butter. They got a little nutty with their social media, and it is super silly but super awesome. It got so much engagement. This is an old school cookie brand. They've been around for so long, and look at what they're doing on social media. I actually learned about this at an event called Laugh Your Ads Off, and the social media person was talking about how he was just having fun with the brand and creating stuff just for the fun of it and getting nutty with it, and that was their whole strategy behind it. And he said you should have fun and you should relax on your brands and add humor, and it really does grab attention. They didn't have a huge social media budget, but they were creative enough to make a huge stir, and they definitely got sticky with peanut butter. And he said he did use a lot of peanut butter and his cats. and you could clearly see that. And people loved it. It's amazing. If you're into B2B, I suggest you get on LinkedIn and check out this guy, Jeff. Now, he is in the funny business, so it makes sense for his content to have humor around it. But if you're in any B2B business, you can, maybe brainstorm some ideas that would help just get some eyeballs on your business. His videos have lots of views, lots of comments. Even if you don't think you're funny, you can take inspiration from other videos. Check out what this guy Devin Poole is doing on Instagram. It is hilarious. He has the same character, like this old woman character who's like obsessed with dogs and TV and hairspray. And it's just amazing. I love the one with the dog. It is so ridiculous. And I think he grew his following like in a year. He grew it to like over 2 million. He's at almost 2 million subscribers, but that is commitment. And so I hope that sparks some ideas for you to have some fun with your content. You can have humor infused in any type of brand. So get experimental, get crazy, and do things that make you laugh. That's always my advice. If it's gonna make me laugh, it's probably gonna make other people laugh. So I would definitely try that. Trend number 3 is being more human. And this comes from Artlist.io, their trend setting report for 2025. So it's basically saying that because of COVID and what we went through, a lot of things were cold and everything was like more computers. People are craving to be more human, to be more connected, and they call this design carb. According to the Artlist Trend Report for 2025, they're calling it the human renaissance and stating that it's opposite of cold feelings we get from AI, calling it design carbs, meaning like comfort food, but it's digital, so comforting digital images and photos and videos. I like it. I really love seeing like fresh point of views, different artists. I mean, that really inspires me because if we were looking at the same stuff all the time, I mean, we would stop looking. But if we're finding things that are inspiring and different and comforting, like they're calling it, we're gonna be definitely more inclined to keep looking. And that's where we can explore different brands, different artists, different stories. And that's where you can come in. If you're creating fresh, original content for your brand, you can definitely slide in there and be something that people will discover. You have to keep practicing what works, what's gonna look good, what's the feeling behind it. Check out this recent video from Dazed. I actually thought it was a skit, but it's an interview that they did with this new actor who's acting with Nicole Kidman. And I really, really thought it was like a sketch or something because it was just so different than any other interview that I've seen. And I watched it from beginning to end because I thought, again, that it wasn't what it was. And then as soon as I found out that it was actually an interview, I was way more engaged and I was like, oh, that's really cool that Days did that. And that's really cool that that guy was like just so genuine and cool. On LinkedIn, my friend Preston put this quote and I really love it so much, so I'm gonna say it to you guys. In a sea of sameness, create content that allows you to add unique value to your audience. So strive, how can you add something more human? How can you have more carbs in your digital space and really engage your audience and give them something unique and fresh to look at? That's what people are craving for 2025. You definitely want to jump on that trend as well, especially if it goes with your brand. Trend number 4 is story-based marketing. So story-based marketing is really crafting a story that's going to emotionally involve your audience. And the perfect, most beautiful example of this is a short by Volvo. Now this short breaks all the rules. It was way overproduced, it was way too long. It was shot by the cinematographer that did Oppenheimer, which is crazy. But Volvo had a good story that they wanted to share, and they knew that this is powerful marketing, especially because they're jumping on the human-based trend early, and they did it in such a beautiful way. So if you check out the comments, I mean, are they gonna sell 1 million cars by Christmas or what? Because everybody wants a Volvo. This dad said that his daughter is crying because she needs their family to buy a Volvo. Can you believe that? Everybody's crying on Instagram over an ad, a Volvo ad, because Volvo knows that their number one benefit of their car is safety. So not only do they have a community, a loyal community of followers, but they have people that are so now emotionally connected to their brand because they're thinking about that story long after the ad is off. So that's the power of story-based marketing, is getting that strong connection to your audience, and then your audience walking away and still thinking about your brand. And if you're not a great storyteller or you don't really understand it, I can recommend 2 things: either study storytelling or partner with creators that are great storytellers and let them help you tell your story for your brand. So how can you tell more stories for your brand? Learn about storytelling and then learn how your brand can be involved. What I learned from Andy Pearson recently, and he is the marketer for Liquid Death. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a huge water brand. He said your brand can be a character. And so if your brand is a character, it's multi-layered and it can have multiple different things going on. So once you learn storytelling and character, you can learn how your brand as a character can fit into multiple stories. And if you're not a great storyteller, don't worry. There are so many creators out there who would love to help you tell your brand story. Wicked marketing tip number 5 is in-person events. In-person events are so powerful to drive leads for your business. So this viral brand called Fishwife did a pop-up in New York City, and they made almost $100,000 in 6 days. They had a crazy huge line outside. They had people lining up just to go inside, take pictures, because they are massive fans of the brand. So the Fishwife pop-up was such a success. They had 4.3 million impressions, 5,000 plus attendees, 200 pieces of user-generated content, 91,000 in revenue, and 10,000 new followers. So pop-ups are definitely a great way to grow and drive business for your brand if you're ready for it. If you're not, you can do a smaller event. It doesn't have to be a huge pop-up. It could be a small in-store event. You could partner with other local businesses. You can think of some really fun and cool events. And speaking of events, I want to invite you guys to our Funnel Hacking Live event in Las Vegas. It is going to be amazing. You are going to learn so many marketing tips, how to get leads and grow your business, even if you're starting from zero. There is so much to learn. Speaking of learning, I hope you learned some good insights on how you can be a trendsetter with your brand in 2025. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Please let me know if you have any comments, and I'll see you in the next video.